terminology of Britain's Got Talent, Loughborough's Got Talent. You've had 3 buzzers so far, 3 of you ejected from the final round, and a last chance coming up now to knock an Egghead out. They, of course, are all still there at this point. Our last head-to-head before the final round is sport. So who'd like to play this from, Chris or Kieran? Sport.
Right, we're going to have Kieran, and who are you going to play?
Who's left?
Pat and Barry.
Pat and Barry.
Oh, brilliant.
Barry. I think go Barry.
Barry, why not?
Barry, why not? Let's call you that.
Well, I can think of some reasons.
Yeah. Let's have Kieran and Barry, why not? Into the question room, please. OK, well, Kieran, you get to decide. Do you want to go first or make Barry start?
I'll go second, please.
You're in then, Barry, and first question is this. Nigel Mansell made his Formula One debut at the Austrian Grand Prix in which year? 1975, 1980 or 1985?
Ooh, I'm going to have to think about this. 1980. 75 seems much too early for Nigel Mansell. 85, that's 25 years ago. And 80 is 30 years ago. Trying to think when he won the World Championship. It was in the I think in the 80s when he won the World Championship, so maybe it was earlier. It was about 86. I'll go for 1980.
1980 is the right answer.
Is that early?
Yeah. 1980. Made his Formula One debut at the Austrian Grand Prix in that year. Well done, Barry. Some of your colleagues doubted your judgment there, Barry.
Yes, they're in good company.
OK, well, you did get it. And let's see how well you do with your first one, Kieran. At the end of 2009, Craig Levein was appointed manager of which national football team? Wales, Republic of Ireland or Scotland?
I don't think it's Wales, in that I think Wales is John Toshak, or at least it was. If it's not, it looks silly. I don't think it's Republic of Ireland. I immediately thought Scotland, and I think since then, Walter Smith has since retaken over. So, no, neither of the 3, really. Scotland.
At the end of 2009, Craig Levein became manager of Scotland, is the right answer. Barry, how many runs did Brian Lara score in a single over from South Africa's left-arm spinner Robin Peterson to set a test record in 2003? 28, 34 or 36?
Well, nobody's got 36 in a test, so it's either 28 or 34. No, 34 just seems too high. I'm going to go for 28.
Let's see if your fellow Eggheads doubt you again.
Well,
The one we would have gone for.
They're going for that as well. It's the right answer too. All in agreement there. But Barry, of course, on his own in the question room. 28 gives you a tick there. And Kieran, behind again, your second question. Mark Girardelli won his first World Championship gold medal in 1987, representing Luxembourg in which sport? Cycling, skiing or tennis?
Well, I'm going to rule out tennis because there's no World Championships. They just have the four Opens. So that leaves skiing and cycling, of which I don't know much about either. But immediately when you said Girardelli, I just thought cycling. So why not? I'll go cycling, please.
OK, cycling. I'm sure he does a bit of it to keep fit, but it's skiing.
Brilliant.
Skiing. You're on the right track.
I think Girardelli holds the record for winning 5 World Cups, but never an Olympic gold.
OK. Well, there we are, 1987, his first World Championship gold medal for Mark Girardelli, and a chance for Barry to take the round again. Which film comedian and keen golfer has a USPGA tournament traditionally played each year in January named after him? Is it Bob Hope, Jerry Lewis or Groucho Marx?
Well, the only one of those 3 that I know for certain has a tournament named after him is the Bob Hope Classic, so my answer must be Bob Hope.
And it's a classic, it's the right answer. Yes, Bob Hope. I could see Kieran there looking at the floor. He knew that as well, but not your question. And it means you won't be facing any questions in the final round either, Kieran. Barry, you will be. Would you both please come back and join your teams? So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time now for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Louise, Nick, James and Kieran from Loughborough's Got Talent, would you all leave the studio, please? So, Chris, you're playing to win Loughborough's Got Talent. £10,000. CJ, Daphne, Chris, Barry and Pat. You're playing for something which money can't buy, the Egghead's reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge, and you are allowed to confer. Chris, the question is your one brain better than the Egghead's 5? And, Chris, how do you want to play this? Do you want to go first or second?
Considering all my teammates have lost and they went second, I'm going to go first.
OK, deciding to kick off, trying to win that money, £10,000 today. Good luck, Chris. Which word derived from Latin describes something that's free of charge? Is it regis, gratis or fortis? Which word derived from Latin describes something that's free of charge?
Fortunately, we didn't still do Latin while I was at school, so I wish we did. So I might know the answer to this, but it's going to have to be a total guess. But something tells me it's gratis. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with gratis.
It's the right answer. Drawn to it. Well done. Well, got that and didn't feel very confident, but in there anyway. And first question, Eggheads. The industrialist Andrew Carnegie is credited with the establishment of over 2,500 of what type of institution? Libraries, hospitals or pubs? The industrialist Andrew Carnegie is credited with the establishment of over 2,500 of what type of institution?
That would be libraries, Dermot.
Sure it's not pubs?
Nice idea, but no, libraries.
Libraries.
No, it's libraries, yes. Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie. Made his money in what?
Steel.
Steel.
Came from Dunfermline, I think.
And then went to the United
Went to
States.
America. Made a fortune.
OK, libraries it is. And, don't know, maybe you lot wouldn't be as smart as you are today if it hadn't been for Andrew Carnegie. Eh?
Well, that's quite true. I used to live in the library when I was little.
Yeah. Well, there you are. Maybe you owe that man a debt of gratitude. OK, it's all square. And that good start by Chris. Second question, Chris. Which of Marilyn Monroe's films was written by her husband, the playwright Arthur Miller? Is it Some Like It Hot, The 7-Year Itch or The Misfits? Which of Marilyn Monroe's films was written by her husband, the playwright Arthur Miller?
Well, I'm going to rule out Some Like It Hot because he wasn't so much of a comedy writer, Arthur Miller, or I might be totally wrong there. So I'm going to have a guess at the other ones. I'm going to go for The 7-Year Itch.
That's your answer, 7-Year
Yes.
Itch, OK. And was it Egghead, do you think, 7-Year Itch?
It's the Misfits.
It's the Misfits. Not Some Like It Hot, you were right about that, but not the 7-Year Itch either. The Misfits, and was that her last film, was it?
Her last completed film, and Clark Gable's last film as well.
OK, the Misfits were cowboys in it, was it? Or...
Yeah, sort of desolate west. Well, not western as such,
Yeah.
but you know, sort of drifters in the modern West.
All right. Well, Chris, bad luck with that. Got close, but didn't get the right answer. So, Egghead's chance for the lead. BALPA, B-A-L-P-A. BALPA is the union representing which profession? Lawyers, airline pilots, or psychiatrists?
Airline pilots.
I think Norman Tebbit once had a senior post in it, and it's to do with airline pilots.
Airline pilots is the right answer, Eggheads. So you have the lead, and putting the pressure on Chris, you need to get this then, Chris. The Otto cycle, O-T-T-O. The Otto cycle is an important principle in the workings of which type of device? Is it internal combustion engine, silicon chip, or defibrillator? The Otto cycle is an important principle in the workings of what type of device?
Being a scientist, I should really have some sort of an idea here, and I haven't.
The Otto cycle, it's O-T-T-O.
The Otto cycle. Right, I'm going to actually go for the internal combustion engine.
OK. Gone for that. Any reason why, Chris, or inklings?
I don't know, I think it was just an inkling, to be honest,
Bells,
because I think it would just... No, it's just an inkling, just an
Okay.
inkling, yeah.
Maybe cycle might fit there, you know, the
Yeah,
cycle of the engine.
yeah.
Well, it's the right answer
Yeah.
for whatever reason, and maybe the Eggheads can enlighten us a bit more. The Otto, is that named after someone, the capital O I was mentioning there? Or?
Can't think who it was named after, but it's the cycle of the 4-stroke engine: induction, compression, ignition, exhaust.
It's named after Niklaus Otto.
Is it indeed?
Of course.
Oh, right,
As,
yeah.
as I just forgot for a moment or two, but suddenly remembered. It came back to me there. Yes. Well, there we are. We're in the internal combustion engine. So well done, Chris, and as a science teacher there.
I did know it, really.
Yeah, not exactly. All your students watching there going, he does know his stuff there. He's just teasing us. OK, well, still in the game, but hoping for the Eggheads not to get this. The Colorado River empties into which body of water? The Gulf of California, Hudson Bay, or Chesapeake Bay? The Colorado River empties into which body of water?
Well, it hardly empties at all anymore. They've extracted so much water from the Colorado that it limps into the Gulf of California.
Gulf of California? Well, you're not limping to victory. Charge to it. It is the right answer, Eggheads. You've won. Well, I'd say that was a fine performance there, Chris, individually. You must be pleased with that. I mean, apart